Welcome back to your video tutorials, Excel 2013 spreadsheets. Today is 9th day, on day 9, on the first session, we learn about the fill handle. We saw different examples on how to use the fill handle. Okay, we continue with 9th day, exercise 2, using the fill handle. Okay, the functions or formulas to use is the AutoSum, average, maximum, minimum, and fill handle. Okay. So let's go ahead and open Excel 2013 student files, which is right here. Okay, now per the instructions, I'm gonna snap this window to the left hand side, and I'm gonna snap my note to the right hand side. Okay, so from here we are gonna open Unit B. Once we open Unit B, we are gonna open EXB4. Okay, now from here we're gonna use File, Save As. It's gonna be saved under your computer, and it's gonna be saved into this specific folder. Okay, now the name of this file is gonna be, for the instructions here, spam for yourself, DNS spam. And save. Okay, once we save this file with a particular name, the title of that is gonna show the name of this file, of this spreadsheet. Pamper yourself, DNS spam. And the date. Okay, so here we are. Okay, this is another business. Okay, it's a salon and day spa. Okay, they have their operating expenses. Okay, for the year 2010. And we have the labels. Okay, we have expenses. They have expense for rent, utilities, payroll, insurance, education, inventory. Remember that when you guys can see all the data between one column, bring your pointer up here into the line that is dividing A and B. When we have this particular pointer, just double click. Okay, by double clicking, it's going to expand the column to this width. Now that is going to be too much, so I'm going to bring my pointer again into the line that is dividing A and B. I'm going to left click, hold it, and then I'm going to drag over. And there's going to be one vertical line that is going to practically show me, okay, how far I'm going to be going. So I just want to make sure that I could see all the labels here. And then I'll go my left button. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so we have the expenses. They're asking for average, maximum values, minimum values. Okay, we had worked on other exercises applying getting these totals. Okay, so those are the functions that we're going to be using. Okay, as well the total, and then we're going to be using the fill handle. Okay, now in this case, remember that we have already we did another exercise. Okay, on which they were asking for the totals for quarter 1, 2, 3, and 4. So here's my column F. They're asking for the total. So we're gonna select the range B6 through F12. Okay, F6 because it's asking for the total, and 12 because it's asking also for totals. Okay, now if we go directly to the AutoSum, if you just click into the down arrow and select sum, there's all our numbers, all our totals. Okay, now from here, in this case, they're asking for an average. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and type in the function equals average. We open our parentheses, and then we select 1, 2, 3, and 4 cells. Remember that on an average, we never include the total. Okay, we only include the labels, the label totals, and now the grand total. And basically, it's just gonna be the total of those 4 cells divided by 4, and that will be the average. Okay, now when I hit enter, there's the average. Of course, each month is average is 7,750. Each month, each quarter. So of course, the average is gonna be 7,750. Okay. Now from here, we're gonna practice to use the fill handle. I'm gonna select this data cell, G6, I'm gonna bring my pointer into the lower right corner, left click hold and drag down, and there's the average for all the other cells. Now just to verify, I'm gonna click into one of these new totals and check my formula. Okay. Remember that I prefer to use this method, right? Clicking into the formula bar because Excel is gonna highlight the numbers, the cells that it's using for this particular average. Okay. Or we can also double click into the cell and Excel is gonna give us a function plus the cells that we are being used for this average. Okay, and just to make sure that we have the correct formulas. So there we go. Now let's go ahead and use, let's go ahead and get the maximum here. So it's equals max, open my parentheses. We want to find out the maximum value of those 4 quarters. We close our parentheses and we hit enter. And again, of course, 7750. And now let's use the fill handle. Left click, hold right down. Okay, and again, we're gonna verify if the formula is being copied correctly. And yes, okay, yes, it is being copied correctly. I'm gonna go ahead and double click into another one. Every time that you guys double click on or you guys access the formula bar, Excel is gonna be into the edit mode. To exit the edit mode, we could use escape key, or we could just go ahead and hit enter. Okay, now let's go ahead and I'm gonna type in my function min. So equal min, open my parentheses. I'm gonna select 1, 2, 3, 4 cells. I'm gonna close the parentheses and hit enter. Okay, and then we're gonna use a fill handle to get the minimum values. And to verify again, I'm just gonna check on 2 equals min, correct, equals min for cells, perfect. Okay, now right here we're gonna do that again, but this time it's gonna be by quarter. So we have equals, right, my function average, open parentheses, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't include the total, please. Never include the total because we are gonna have the incorrect number. And enter. So the average is 13,820. Okay, now we're gonna be getting the maximum value equals max. Open your parentheses. Let's find out on which of these labels, okay, we are expending more money. What's the greatest value here? The greatest value is 29,986, and that's for the inventory. Okay, now let's go ahead and get the minimum value. Okay, equals function min. Open your parentheses. Select the data that you want to use. Close your parentheses and hit enter. And our minimum value, see, is for education. That's where we are expending less money. Okay, now from here we are gonna be using the fill handle, but this time we're gonna use the fill handle in multiple cells. We are gonna be getting the average, and maximum, and minimum value of each of these cells. Okay, only to column E because that's for quarter 4, I'm sorry, column E. Okay, so here's my fill handle. Left click, hold it. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Release. And there's our data. And that's a beautiful fill handle. Okay, and just like that, we have, okay, all the data that we need with all the formulas using the fill handle. Okay, make sure that you just click on save. And thank you for watching. I'm gonna close that spreadsheet. So that's exercise 2 using the fill handle. Okay, on the next tutorial, we're gonna see the print options and continue doing some exercises. Okay, thank you for watching, and you guys have a great day. Bye bye.